Okay, here we go.
Really?
I
Really,
know that was really funny.
really changed.
Hi, welcome to day 29. I'm Laura Ashley Abraham.
And the Diva Connie Smuck is still here with the glasses until it heals. This is what you're going to get. Go ahead, Twink.
We love it. So today is going to be about being present. And how can you incorporate being present? What does that mean for your ability to be able to manifest abundance? And how can you work on that more, I guess, more in your life and bring awareness to right now, to today? Because a lot of times we'll think about what we have to do, what needs to get done, what we want, what our goals are, which those are all really great things. But a lot of times we forget that our ability to manifest is in the present. And in order for us to get what it is that we want, we have to stop and we have to get connected with right now in this moment and think, okay, what is it that I'm creating? What am I thinking about? What is it that I really want? So a lot of times we'll get caught up in the fear and the worry and thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, or am I going to fix that, or on and on and on. So when that happens, remember to catch yourself and remember to be present and be in the moment and say, okay, right now, I'm okay. Everything's okay right now in this moment. And what is it that I really want? And that's how you can then change your focus and to start to think about what it is you want, but from your present space, from that present state right now, here today, instead of getting caught up in everything else that's going on and all of your worries and your concerns. So go ahead, Tink.
No, that's absolutely. This is one that I could definitely use more of. Even when I know when the kids are around, they're older, they're teenagers, so they really don't want me to be around too much. Cancel, clear, delete, but this is what it is at this present moment. And I understand that. I don't take it personally because I understand that that's the age where they are. Obviously they're on their cell phones a lot, but I notice too, even when they're around, I'm on the phone or I'm on my cell phone doing something, looking something up. Taking just a few minutes just to be present, which is what I'm working on right now, and being present with them, you actually will develop deeper bonds in your relationships because you're connecting. You're connecting to them. You're creating space. They're showing me this big space because what happens is when you're present, your energy isn't, they're bringing forward the word fragmented. Because when you're not present, you're thinking, like you said, Twink, I love that. You're thinking of other things. What am I going to do for dinner? What do I have this? How am I going to get to the grocery store? You're thinking of all these things when there's something going on right in front of you. So taking a few moments to connect with that person, if there's someone there in front of you or someone there, in your presence, if you will. And that's interesting. There's that saying, there's no greater gift than the present. And I love that saying. And it's so true because all we have is right now, heaven forbid, but we don't know what can happen 5 minutes from now. So enjoy that moment while you're with someone, taking that time to connect. One of the things that I started doing, and I got off track with that, but I would love to start it again, is even at dinner time, having at least one day a week where we eat dinner together and there are no cell phones. No cell phones allowed for at least like 20 minutes, and we connect with each other. And I'm glad we're doing this because this will help me get back on track with that. One thing, I guess, to keep in mind about being present is what you're doing is you're increasing your consciousness because you're increasing your awareness. And again, you're creating space for other things to come in at that moment. So every time you are present, it's like a meditation because you're focusing. Meditation is just focus, whether you're focused on nothing, whether you're focused on gardening and all you're thinking about is gardening, or doing the dishes. Being present when you are actually doing the dishes, instead of feeling like this is a way to increase the vibration of your house. I actually like to clean. It's just for lack of time of why I throw things around and it looks like I don't like to clean, but I actually do love to clean. It reminds me of little fairies just making everything sparkly because I love sparkles. Okay. But sometimes maybe in the morning, even if I'm trying to make the kids their lunches, I'm in a hurry and I can't wait to get this done, or get on to the next task. What if I was present, even just making those sandwiches and infusing love? And when they eat those sandwiches, they're eating love. Making dinner, the same thing. Infuse love into what you eat, which will shift the vibration. I think we talked about this before. I don't eat meat, but I do cook it for the girls. So when I infuse love, or I'll just draw a cross over to change the vibration, I actually use Reiki symbols to take out any fear that they may have during the processing, if you will, of them. That changes the vibration, but that's being present too. It's seeing what's right in front of you and then focusing on that and then creating your meal or whatever it is that you're doing. Even down to, let's say, self-love, like, oh, I have to go work out, or I have to do my facial today, or instead of treating it like you have to do something, treat it as if it's a gift. Like, I'm so excited, I get to work out right now. What you're doing is you're focusing on the present of working out and bringing positive energy into that instead of negative energy of, oh, I don't have time for this. And if you say that, guess what? You're just put out there to the universe that you don't have time for things, and then the universe is going to bring in experiences to cause you to have more lack of time. And I am guilty of this, and I have actually shifted that a lot. Thank you, Nancy, because she used to yell at me every single time I would say that. And you too, Twink, both of you guys. But it helps because you don't realize what the vibration you're giving off when you're doing things unless you become present with what you're doing. Become present. Focus on infusing love on every single thing that you do. Even if it's picking up dog poop, infuse, maybe you're looking around, looking at all the nature, you're breathing in the fresh air, you're focusing on love. Maybe instead, I actually shifted my energy of that because I used to say the same thing. Who does technically want to go out and do that, right? Now I say, oh my gosh, I get to go out and spend some time in nature. And I actually enjoy that time because not while I'm, in the process, but being outside and breathing in the fresh air and having sunlight on me for a few minutes, even when it's cold outside. You can always find love in things that you do and infuse love to shift the vibration. Remember, this is why we're doing this. We're trying to shift everybody's energy. By being present is one of the biggest ways you can do that. And it takes effort because we're wired to run and go and what's next. And, I have to do this. I want to do this for the business and I want to do this for the kids. And just taking that moment and slowing down, even in the morning, be present in the morning. And maybe you're making out your list of what's most important today. So that way you can get it out of here. So it's not fragmented energy. That will help you to be more present during the day as you go. Go ahead, Twink.
That was great. I love that. And this is actually, one of my favorite, excuse me, I don't know. I just spit in the
Oh, great. Here we go.
She's present, right?
Now you guys get to see what she normally does when I'm around. She spits on me. She does, yes. So I'm glad this happened in front of everyone. Go ahead, Twink.
I think our joy guides carried over into this video, right?
They did. Well, I did find my my fairy necklace, and I have my fairy ring too. See, that's not flipping you off. Yeah, my fairy. Yeah, so I wore them in honor of Lily, my fairy, today. Go ahead, Twink.
I love it. No, that was so cool. She found it when we got done with the video. So, with the fairy video. So isn't that interesting? They manifested her jewelry for her. So be present, like I said, for me, it really is one of my favorite topics because that is something that I grew up in. Probably I feel like a lot of scattered energy. And for me, that's something that I have to really do a lot of focusing on. I'm very good at multitasking, and I think probably a lot of us are. So there's a difference between that. Being present for me is how can I really connect with myself in the moment that I'm in and really enjoy that moment and not get caught up in fear or worry or anything, any other negative emotion that's going to take me out of the enjoyment of that moment. And I've really caught myself a couple of times when I've like been with my niece or with the kids and with my family in different situations, and I will literally stop and I'll say, remember this moment, because it's so much fun. Or, you know, moments are so fleeting, and there are times where we'll forget about them. You know, we'll go do other things. So I've noticed that I've been trying more when I think of that, to take a picture of a moment so that I can remember it and I can capture it and I can have it in my mind as well. That I'm a visual learner, so that really does help me. The other thing too is, I remember, you know, being younger, and I did this with my kids too, and I didn't mean to, but it's like, you know, you're trying to get everything done. It's like, you have to be here, you have to get to the grocery store by this time, you know, they had to be in daycare by this time, you know, I had to make sure I got X, Y, and Z. I'm through all the stores by the time they get out of daycare. And I had gotten myself into a pattern of going like that constant. This has to get done, dinner at this time, blah, blah, blah. And I love the fact of what you said, Tink, is really taking that time to be present in whatever it is you're doing. My guides had recently said to me, there is joy and beauty in the mundane. And to appreciate, which they meant daily tasks, like the daily tasks that picking up dog poop, or the things that we might not necessarily want to do, but they're part of our day. Those are just as important as the big moments too. They keep us actually grounded. They keep us in somewhat of a routine where we're having to do things like that, that create a day-to-day experience almost. So there is joy and beauty in that. And I think it's important really to take time to appreciate those things. And the other thing too is making it a priority for you to become aware of yourself. To me, that's part of the being present. But for me, I was always aware of everybody else, and I was always aware of the energy and how I needed to react or how I needed to be based on how everyone else around me was. I'm specifically talking about situations like when I was younger and I was growing up, and if one of my parents was upset, I would change my reaction to make sure that I wasn't creating any more issues or something, because I didn't want to get in trouble. So I was very aware of that, but I would kind of shut down on myself. And so I have had to relearn how to become aware of my own feelings and my own thoughts and figure out, where am I? How do I feel? And again, becoming present of having that self-awareness of myself. And what do I need? And do I need to take a moment? Do I need to just breathe? So part of this is, you know, I'd like to have you just take a moment right now while we're doing this. And if you have the ability to, just to take a deep breath and just relax, you can close your eyes. But I really want you to tune into your physical body and become aware of any issues, anything you're feeling, any sensitivity, anything that is bothering you in your body, your physical body, or in your thoughts. And allow just white light to enter that space of your body. Maybe it will feel like a healing sensation coming into your body and into your thoughts, and letting any worries or fears just kind of disappear and dissipate. Kind of see them fade away. See them turn to ashes, to dust. Just see that disappear. And then in your physical body, just feel calm. Allow your body to feel calm. And allow your awareness to go into your heart space. And again, just take a deep breath, releasing anything that you don't need, anything that no longer serves you. letting everything else go and just allowing yourself to have this present moment awareness in your heart space. And feeling gratitude and grateful for this moment that you are taking just for you. Take another deep breath. And you're going to carry this energy with you all throughout the day today. All right, and then just come back. You can go ahead and open up your eyes. Thank you, everybody. Go ahead, Tink.
No, I love that. That was awesome. What a way to get them to be present. And that's really, you guys can do this on your own. You can literally just take a few deep breaths and just focus on your breath if that's what you want to do. And just maybe you tell yourself, I will be present. I will be. You want to say, I am. I am present. I am present. I am present all day. I'm present in everything that I do. Because really, the more you can get present in every single task that you do, the more efficient you're actually going to be in the long run. Because you're going to be aware of what you're doing. There'll be less mistakes. And again, this is something, I'm a double fire sign. So for me to be present takes a lot of effort because I am just, woo! I mean, I have all these ideas. It's like I am way up here a lot. I need to be grounded. That's why Brad is actually good for me. Brad grounds me and kind of pulls me back to earth. So do you. So does Nancy. You guys are all there to kind of rein me in a little bit because I will just keep on going. Even in traffic jams, that's the other thing I wanted to mention. If we, instead of getting upset that you're in a traffic jam, I know we've said this before, but honor that moment and breathe. Maybe it's time for you to just take a step back and breathe. Maybe you take that moment to think of things that you can help you throughout the day. Whatever it is that you feel you need in that moment, maybe you say your mantras. Maybe you focus on what you want. Maybe you do some little visualizations very quickly. There's always opportunity. You just have to find it. You just have to think about it. There's opportunity everywhere you go. So instead of focusing on what you think is happening, the universe may have another plan for you. Maybe the universe is trying to slow you down. And did you ever notice the more you try to hurry, the more you get set back? I swear it happens to me every single time. This same person gets in front of me every time I'm in a hurry and does 20 in a 45. I swear. And I know what it is. My energy's going out there. It's going like this. So the universe is like, whoa, we're going to slow her down a little bit. So when you start to feel like that, that's when you know that's your trigger. I need to start taking some deep breaths and really be present and focus on what you want. Now, I'm going to give you another big tip. Okay. Ladies, well, and gentlemen, guys may want this tip too. The more you focus on wrinkles or hair loss, guess what's going to happen? The more you're going to get. Okay, so if you look in the morning like, oh my gosh, look at, I can't believe I got another one. What the, geez, are you kidding me? Now what you're going to say is, you know what, love your face. Send love to your face in all its beauty. And that's all you're going to focus on, and how amazing you look and how you look 10 to 15 years younger, or maybe I can't believe I look 25. I'm so grateful that my skin looks 25, or whatever age you want to say. And then I'm going to give another quick tip here. And this is something that Aunt Sherry, thank you so much. She's an esthetician. She gave me this, and I don't know why this is coming out in this one, but it is. So we're just going to go with this. You can make a homemade mask to help tighten up your skin, and it's amazing. It's basically egg white. Just do one egg white. Then you're going to put a little brown sugar in there, because brown sugar not only will it help exfoliate, but it also purifies your skin. Then you can put some sort of milk product, whether it's sour cream. Just make sure there's no additives in there. There can't be any flavorings or whatnot, or yogurt. I like to put yogurt in mine. Just a little bit of yogurt, and then a little bit of vitamin C. So maybe it is an orange, and you just put some, I just take it, cut it in half, and squeeze some juice in there. stir that up, and you can use it. You can store it in the fridge, but that's another great home mask you can do, and it's amazing to help. It has the protein for your skin, it has lactic acid to help also rejuvenate your cells and take the dead one, exfoliate the dead ones. So I don't know why, but the fairies and the angels are wanting to share this as we're talking about different things with rings. You can use Reiki, just Jachokure. Oh, I guess I can say it. I'm not supposed to really share the symbols, but if you know Reiki, then you can actually just go ahead and do that over your face. And yeah, and imagine, and what you're gonna do is envision your face is really smooth. So do that, and can't wait to hear the results. Maybe you take some before and after. Start that, and then once you start really sending love to your face and your hair, or whatever it is that you wanna bring more of in, I'm very curious to see what shifts and changes, because you're gonna be present in the moment, and you're gonna love that moment of how you look. Go ahead, Twink.
So it was interesting as you were talking, there were so many things too. I love it. That was great that you gave us a face mask. It's funny because today is day 29, and I had said for years that nobody knew how old I was or my birthday. It's still out there to be known. Nobody knows. Okay, so we're going to keep it that way, but whatever. I would say I have so many cakes that say 29. I'm not kidding. Like, for years, and the kids were like, wait a second, how old are you? So it's so funny, but I feel like that really did keep me younger too, and it just made me feel better. It's really not about the age. I could care less about the age. I want to feel good, and I loved being 29 every year. I was fun.
And you look a lot. You do look young. You do. Yeah.
Thank you. I know. See,
I can't believe you're 60. It's so crazy.
I know, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. All right. We're not even gonna go there.
Hey, I just gave you a really big tip, so you have to be nice to me.
I will. Thank you. Thanks, Tink. Okay. So the other thing that you were talking about too was when you were saying going to the grocery store and being present. That was actually something I really did want to talk about, because I have noticed when I'm on the phone going through the grocery store, I forget stuff. So don't do that. Please don't do that to yourself. Tell whoever it is that you will call them back. And before I go in, I try to think, okay, what is it that I really want to make? What is it that I really need this week? So I can just get those items and I can make it quick, okay, and get out. But at the same time, you want to make sure that you're enjoying the experience. And that's what I wanted to say too, was a lot of times I'd be rushing and trying to get through and talking on the phone, not being present. And Connie's over there, I know, right?
Because sorry, Twink, but I'm usually on the phone with you when I'm at the grocery store. Seriously, how many times have I been on the phone walking through the grocery store and I say, darn it, I think I forgot something. What am I forgetting? And then Twink will say, you need to get off the phone and go finish your grocery shopping. But I was multitasking, but I'm not being present in the moment. You're 100% accurate. So proceed. Go ahead.
It will save you time. I promise it will save you time. And you know what? There are times where I will need to do that, where I'll be on the phone and I know exactly what I need, so it's not going to hold me up. But if it's one of those days where I really need to be focusing and paying attention so that I don't have to make another trip at another time so I don't forget something, then I'll say, you know what, let me call you back, or, is it something really important? So for your own sanity, and Tinkerbell, for your own sanity, okay, from now on, unless it's important, grocery shop and phone needs to stay away, okay?
Blah, 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 blah. That's all I hear right now. Blah, 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 blah. I get it. I know. You're absolutely 100% right. And lastly, you know what, guys? If you feel like you're having trouble trying to be present, ask your angels for help. In the morning, just say, you know what, angels? Thank you for helping me to be present today in everything that I do and be more efficient. And again, one of my favorite mantras is I have all the time, money, resource, people, energy, everything I need to get everything done today in divine timing. And then I let it go. That's my way of asking the angels for help to being present, because if I'm being present, I'm going to be more efficient.
Yes. I love it. Okay, that was great. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow. Go ahead, Tank, sign us out.
Have a magical day and night filled with peace, love, and light. Until tomorrow.